Alright guys, last day here in Singapore, and also the last day of our 4.5 week journey here in Asia. In this video I'm gonna be sharing my 2 cents on Singapore 2025. Is it worth coming here, or should you stay away? Is it expensive? And how long is the ideal time to stay in Singapore? So stay tuned. Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, my name is Oliver. This channel is all about lifestyle, travel, finance, and living life abroad and outside of the 9-to-5 grind. Today we're in Singapore and it's our last day here. We've been here for the last 5 days. Yesterday we went back to the Sentosa Island, where we went into this big S.E.A. Singapore Aquarium, which is the second largest aquarium in the world, which is located on Sentosa. They have huge aquariums with tiger, sharks, hammerheads, and whales and dolphins and everything. So super nice experience, and nice for visitors to see, even though we also went to aquarium in Bangkok. But yeah. And after the aquarium we went on to the big Harry Potter expedition also on Sentosa, which is like a whole Harry Potter world, where you get one of these wanderers and you can go around and do magic stuff. So that was super cool as well. What is Sentosa, and is it worth going? Sentosa is a small island located just outside of Singapore. And when I say outside, it's a 10 to 15 minute drive from the Marina Bay area, so it's very close by. It's a small island that has been built completely into one big holiday resort. So if you ask me, it's like Asia's version of Orlando, where it's just resorts and beaches. And our second day we went to the Universal Studios Singapore, which is also located on the Sentosa Island. And as I said before, we went to the S.E.A. Aquarium and the Harry Potter expedition, who was also at the Sentosa. Also there is you can swim with dolphins if you're into that sort of stuff. Not our thing. A bit cruel, isn't it? Yeah, anyway. Then there's a big water park where you can go on slides and lazy rivers and everything. How to get to Sentosa? There's 3 main ways of going. You can go by car/taxi. That's, as I said, about 15 minutes from the city center. Then you can go to a big shopping mall called Vivo City, and there you can go with the monorail, or you can go with the big cable cars. And I would say the cable cars is you get a great view, also the most expensive. The monorail, you pay a little fee to go there, and then the trip back by the monorail is free. And of course, a taxi from the city center will set you back around 20 to 25 Singapore dollars. I'll put the conversion somewhere up here. So if you're going to Sentosa with your family, one of the biggest questions you're probably going to be asking yourself before you're booking is that should you be staying at Sentosa? Should your hotel be at Sentosa, or should you book a hotel in Singapore city center or around the Marina Bay area? I would put it like this. It is very close to the city, and the Sentosa Island is extremely expensive. Everything is just pricey. From your beer, from your meal, for your hotels, for everything you can do out there, everything is just costly, especially if you're traveling as a larger family. So I would suggest booking yourself into a hotel in the Singapore city center on the Marina Bay area, and then just simply go there by taxi or go there by the monorail or the cable cars. That will in the end save you a lot of money, and then you also have easy access to the rest of Singapore. On the other hand, if you're a family who uses or spend a lot of time at the hotel and using all the facilities and the pools and everything you can do in the hotel, then there are some great options at Sentosa as well. We were very close to book ourselves into the Shangri-La at the Sentosa, which is pretty expensive, but should be the absolute best place if you're traveling with kids. But again, expensive, and we in the end decided to book ourselves into a hotel at the Marina Bay area instead. So to sum up, Sentosa Island, it's an easier place you can go and spend 1, 2 or 3 days there. Just expect to be paying a ton of money for everything. Everything will cost you double, and yeah, treat it like Disneyland, treat it like Orlando, and you won't be surprised about the price level out there. As said before, we chose to stay at the Marina Bay area, and more precisely the Park Collection at Marina Bay Hotel, which is also a 5-star and also nice. And I think we ended up paying around $200 US a night for our 5 night at that hotel. If you're staying in Sentosa, expect to be paying above $300 US a night as minimum. So should you be staying at the Marina Bay area? If you're traveling with kids, it could actually be a good idea. I will say that Singapore is a bit difficult to get around in with a stroller, because everything is in and out of shopping centers. I think it's because of the humidity and the weather is so hot here, so people are just living indoors. So you can more or less get from one end of the city to the other just by staying indoor on the ground and going from one shopping center via tunnels and overpasses until the next shopping center. And that can be a bit difficult when you are carrying a stroller, where you have to find an elevator all the time and your Google Maps are not working because you're indoor. So getting around here is actually not that easy, even though the whole infrastructure is way better than, for example, Bangkok, where we have been a couple of weeks ago. So I would actually say easier to get around with a stroller in Bangkok, even though the pedestrian streets are in a much worse condition than here in Singapore. But the Marina Bay area and the whole business district is pretty new, and everything is laid out so you can walk the whole way around the Bay Area, as we did a couple of days ago. You can go to the museums below the Marina Bay Sands Hotel, and also the park by Marina Bay, which we also spent a half day in here the day before yesterday. So Marina Bay area, super nice, and you can also easily spend 1 or 2 days here at the Marina Bay area. But again, new, fancy, and expensive. I don't really know what it is. Normally I don't care too much about prices and everything, and the last 2 times I've been in Singapore, I was going directly from Denmark to Singapore, so where the price difference isn't that noticeable. But on this trip we've been staying 3 weeks in Thailand, and for me, I've been in Bangkok for 2 weeks before coming here, or before we went to Koh Samui actually. But I still can't help comparing Bangkok to Singapore. And to be brutally honest, Bangkok wins on, in my opinion, more or less everything seen as a tourist. You can go to super expensive restaurants restaurants in Bangkok, you can do the same in Singapore. The way you're treated, the hotel standard, the price level, I would say everything. I've been in Singapore now 3 times, and I think it's gonna be a while before I'm back. It's a super nice city and it's a super nice resort, and your kids gonna love it. But I can't help thinking that every time you sit down to have a drink or a croissant or everything, it will set you back 80 US every time you sit down for 10 minutes. So yeah, in my opinion, Singapore is a nice place, but stay here 3, 4, 5 days at max. Then you're probably broke and you have been seeing everything that is to see. So that's my opinion anyway. So in all fairness, I might add that if you're traveling to Singapore as a couple of friends or whatever, you can stay way cheaper than in our case. But you know, if you have children, everything is about the convenience and the service, and everything has to be easy. And that's the reason why we chose to be staying at 4 or 5 star hotel for the last 4 weeks here in Asia. So of course you can do it cheaper, but I'm just saying that if you want to take advantage of everything that Singapore has to offer, then you're gonna be spending a pretty penny. Right, so we have made our way to the airport, going back to Spain, and we are flying Turkish Airlines again via Istanbul. When flying in and out of Singapore Changi Airport, going on longer international flight, you will typically be using Terminal 1 when you're going domestically. Or there's nothing domestic in Singapore, but when you're going closer by in Asia, it will most likely be Terminal 3 or 4. Okay, so we made our way to the Maharap Lounge in Singapore Airport Terminal 1, and I would say it's pretty good value, especially because you're in Singapore, everything is super highly priced. And here I have entrance to the lounge, and Susan and Victor don't, but I paid 29 Singapore dollars for access for Susan, and Victor was free. So after you pay the 29 Singapore dollars to get in, you can eat and drink all you want for the next 3 hours. So, and I think if you're running around the airport, you can spend the same in about 10 minutes buying a sandwich and a cup of coffee. So consider the lounges in Singapore. If you have any card with access, or you have anything where you can buy the access, then it's very good value, especially in Singapore. All right, out of the lounge, now we are onto gate C25 for boarding towards Istanbul. I will be wrapping this video up, but in short, Singapore has been a nice visit, but again, been here 3 times now, so I think it'll be a couple of years before we go back. There are so many nice places in the world, and I think in my humble opinion, honest opinion, I think it's a little too Americanized. Nothing bad about the US, but the thing is, everything is about money in the US, and I think it's a little bit about, the same here in Singapore. Nice place, come here 3 days, enjoy yourself, try all the rides, and then leave for Bali or Thailand or wherever you're going. So anyways, if you enjoyed this video, then please hit the like button, and if you want to see more of my content, then please consider subscribing as well. Otherwise, we will see each other on the next one, where we will be in or back in Spain. So bye bye.